Ding dong, Mr. Tone. How you doing, my bro?
I'm doing okay, man. Let's
Doing
be
okay?
honest.
Oh,
Let's be honest. Well, we don't know if we're gonna have baseball this year,
Oh God, I know. Should
or
we
when
just?
we'll have baseball, or what it's gonna look like, or how much people are gonna get paid.
Yeah, we don't. We literally know nothing. We don't know
We know
anything.
nothing.
What time is the deadline? Do you know?
I don't know the exact time. You know what? I think. I saw a tweet a little bit ago that said 5 hours from now, so that would put it
In a couple hours.
maybe like midnight Eastern time. Maybe like it's actually like end of calendar day. So
Yeah, that makes sense. Unfortunately, that makes sense because it looks like we're gonna have a delay of games, bro. Like, let's be real here, because last thing we heard, they're so far apart, and now here we are on the day of the deadline, and I think it was who was it? It was your boy. Gosh, why can't I think of his name? The reporter that you like that we talked. Jeff Passan.
Yeah.
He said, I'm confident they'll get something done. And I think that was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, Mr. Passan, I like you. I respect you. I don't fucking believe you. So
yeah, I don't really believe anybody at this point. Apparently their first meeting today only lasted 45 minutes.
Oh, gotta love it, man.
They're back in action and whatever, but there's just so much. And then apparently they're so far apart.
We got all these players showing up in their $1 million cars, just drinking Starbucks, looking all fancy like Francisco Lindor, and then, just not going to play. I don't know.
You got to show up in like jeans and a rugged t-shirt and be like, we need money.
Right. Look like a homeless man, bro. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Act like you've been there before. All right. Let's get our minds off of that. Let's start the show, bro.
You're listening to the Upper Decker Podcast.
Bro, favorite player on our intro, Nate McLeod.
Nate McLeod.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Let's start here. We've got episode 96. We're going to look into a player who wore 96 at least one point in his career. And it's sad that he's been forced to wear the number 96 because he has fallen that hard. Oh, makes me big boy sad. Neftali Feliz, he wore 96 back in 2000. Ooh, it was actually this year, 2021 with the Philadelphia Phillies. A little bit about Neftali here. He came to the Rangers in the Mark Teixeira trade. Atlanta actually traded. This trade was insane, and I don't even remember it because I was, a wee boy,
right.
Just a wee lad. Atlanta sent Texas Elvis Andrus, Matt Harrison, and Jared Saltalamacchia, along with Neftali Feliz for Mark Teixeira.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So that ended up setting up the younger core for the 2010 World Series run that the Rangers put on.
Mm-hmm.
From there, Neftali would go on to win the 2010 Rookie of the Year award, and actually was just a few outs short, not even his fault this time. We'll get into that. Few outs short of winning the World Series in 2010 with those Rangers.
There's always next year, right?
Always next year until it's next year. In 2010, he finished with a 2.73 ERA, had a league-leading 59 games finished. He had 40 saves that season with, hear me out, a .880 whip with a 71-18 strikeout to walk ratio in 69 .1 innings pitched. Wow. Pretty solid fucking year. And then just kind of to add on to that, he was the first rookie in MLB history to record 40 saves. That had never happened before Neftali Feliz in 2010. But that didn't last long because it happened again in 2011 when Craig Kimbrell saved 46 in 2011. So
yeah.
Didn't last very long, however. He got it. He's still the first American League rookie to save 40. So
there you go.
We'll go with that.
Whip's kind of a weird stat. Like we reference it all the time, right?
Correct.
And we know what it means. But, like, if you actually think about it, like, not literally the majority of the time, but, like, more often than not, he's going out there and just throwing 1, 2, 3 inning.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
It is absolutely insane. So before that catastrophic Game 6 in 2011 that you boys love so much, Neftali had 7 postseason saves in 17 innings pitched. He had a 1.02 ERA after allowing only 2 runs in those 17.2 innings. He had 21 strikeouts, and look at that opponent slash line, bro. A 107 batting average, 275 on base, 161 slugging, good for a 436 OPS against him.
Looks like my slow pitch softball line right there.
No way, bro. No way. Your on base percentage is way lower.
That's true.
I'm just playing with you, good buddy. But that is all I have for poor Neftali Feliz. I'm hoping he's only 33. I mean,
That's
just
crazy.
Just get like another year or 2 out of him and just end on a good note, please. Because, like, my heartstrings are tied to this boy, man.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll see. Probably not, but we'll see.
Probably not.
Probably not.
It's a lot of, 33, though. There's time. There is time.
Yeah, there is time. And I'm just looking at his, career numbers right now. We were already talking about whip. His career whip is a 1.139, even after these terrible, terrible seasons that he's had. So,
terrible seasons, the thing that benefits that is, like, his bad years, he didn't seem to pitch all that much because he was injured. So
that's true.
He might have had a 6-point-something ERA, but it was over like 7 games or something stupid like that.
Very fair. Yeah.
So when he was good, he was good all season. He was pitching in tons of games, and I don't have his stats up anymore, but I was really impressed by some of his early numbers with the Rangers.
Yeah. Well, that's like 2016. He was 28 years old. It was his first year in Pittsburgh, actually. He appeared in 62 games, had a 3.52 ERA with a 1.137 whip. That was like his last good year.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you'll take those numbers.
Yeah, crazy, man, crazy. All right, you got some birthdays for me, bro? I'll let you do some talking now.
Okay, I got some birthdays. First up, it is Wander Franco.
Fronderwanko.
Is it Wander Franco Jr.? I don't even know how to. I mean, his dad is Wander, right?
His dad is Wander,
and then
so
all of his brothers are Wander.
Correct. So are they all junior?
One's junior, one's the second, one's
one more again.
One
Wander Franco, one more again.
One more again. He is 21 this week, though. Yeah, I keep forgetting how young he is. Mm-hmm. It's crazy, man. Despite only playing in 70 Major League Baseball games thus far, he's already signed an 11-year, $182 million contract with Tampa Bay that locks him up through the 2032 season.
God, that's crazy, bro. It's insane to me that we have contracts going into the 30s, like into the 2030s.
Yes. I'm not convinced like that number exists yet.
Yeah, my brain is not there yet, bro.
No. Yeah, I guess this is every contract. It could really work out or it could be a disaster. But more so than some other contracts, just because of his age and because of the length of the deal, it really, if he turns out to be 3/4 of what they want him to be, it's a freaking steal, especially when you consider inflation and how salaries naturally are going to go up and stuff. I mean,
exactly.
I didn't even run the numbers. What's that come out to annually?
I don't know either, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's I remember looking and, like, in his later years, it would be an absolute steal if he's still putting up good numbers.
What's the contract?
182 divided by 11. Oh, I probably could have done it in my head.
It's only $16.5 million a season.
Right? Like, that's what, like, the Cardinals were paying Matt Holliday, like, years ago, you know?
Right.
So we'll see.
I think that's a great signing, and I think that's it's a sign of mutual respect between him and the Rays.
It is, yes.
Because he knows that the Rays aren't a big market team, and it's also him saying, listen, I want to be here.
Yeah.
I want to be here long term. Just pay me good now. and I don't ever have to worry about a fucking thing, and neither do you guys. We're gonna be here, so
Right.
he's got the money now to invest in, whatever. So he's gonna be set for the rest of his fucking life, no matter what. And the Rays potentially get one of the best players in all of baseball on the cheap skis. So
That's very true. Last season, in his short time, he reached base in 43 straight games, tying the longest streak for a player 21 or young, or I think it's under 21 with Frank Robinson. That's incredible.
Wild.
Absolutely incredible. So good on him. Good on him getting paid early. That's kind of fun. We don't see that. Maybe we'll see that more. That's kind of what some of the stuff we're talking about in these, CBA negotiations and stuff is about.
Right. I don't know if we'll see it more or if we saw it with like him and Tatis and stuff because the CBA was expiring. You know what I mean?
That's true too. But even if they're not doing this type of deal, at least players, hopefully, that's what the MLBPA is fighting for, is that their arbitration years aren't going to be, these teams have them locked up for the first 6 years. That's crazy. I think it's like 3 or 4 in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So
even if you bump that down to 2 and 2, like that would, I feel like that would be good enough for the players.
2-year rookie contract and then like 2 years of arbitration,
yep.
and then let him hit free agency at, because a lot of these guys don't come up till they're 25, so let them hit free agency before they're 30 years old.
Exactly. You don't want to hit free agency like 2 to 3 to 4 years after your prime. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Right. That's how they built it, right? Because then they don't have to pay the players.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly.
But, okay. I think that's all I got on Wander Franco. We are going to move on to Paul Canertico.
Ooh, old Paulie.
I don't know why I said it like that. He's not Hispanic, but
you did good.
Thank you. First baseman for the Dodgers, the Reds, and the White Sox.
I only remember him with the White Sox.
Correct. 100%. Not convinced he actually played for those other teams.
I would have put $100 down that he only played.
Was a career White Sox player. Yeah, absolutely. No, he was actually drafted 14th overall by the Dodgers in the 94 draft. Kind of proved out to be a bargain. I looked at that draft, and the only player drafted above him in 94 that turned out to be as good as him was Nomar Garciaparra, who was drafted 1 ahead of him at 13. Oh, wow.
That's
so, 1 through 12 were all either busts or good players, but didn't have a career like Canertico.
Right. In all fairness, in our aspects over here, he only played 81 games, not with the White Sox.
Okay.
So he played 6 games with the Dodgers in 1997.
Shocking we don't remember that.
Right?
When we were like 5 years old.
Yeah. And then he started 1998 with the Dodgers, played 49 games, and then was traded to Cincinnati, played 26 games. And then from then on, the rest of his career, he just went ahead and played like 140, 150 games a season with the White Sox. So good on him.
There you go. I feel like his career WAR, he finished with a 28.1 WAR. It seems low because, hear me out, he finished with over 2,300 hits, 439 home runs, and a career 841 OPS. He also received MVP votes in 5 separate seasons. He played for 18 years, so the longevity was there.
Right. So you're telling me he only averages less, just a little over 1 WAR per season?
Yeah, basically. I mean, okay. Well, no. Yeah, 97 and 98, he didn't play much. Those were his years, like you said, in Dodgers and in LA and Cincinnati. But after that, I mean, looks like he played over 140 games pretty much every season but 1, maybe 2. So
do me a favor and look at his 2003 stats. He had a negative 0.6 WAR that year. I'm not looking at the stats. I'm just looking at WAR right now.
It was definitely his weakest year offensively. He only had a 704 OPS. It was an 83 OPS plus that year.
Oof. What about 2013?
That was his last full season. And that was his, he was declining then. He was also 37 years old, but he had a 669 nice OPS.
Nice, bro. Nice.
126 games, 12 home
crazy.
runs.
So like from 2004 to 2012, that's 5 All-Star appearances. Those are like the years between his negative seasons that we just
Yeah,
talked
yeah,
about.
yeah.
He had a 23.8 total WAR, so he's averaging 3 WAR per season.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's so wild. And there's all stars, like I said. There's MVP votes in there and shit.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He was ALCS MVP also, for whatever that's worth. Won a World Series with the White Sox. So I don't know.
Did.
I mean, those things don't add to WAR, but still.
Right. Crazy.
Yeah, good player though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my dude. Your last birthday and your Tony Tone's dope name of the day is Lil Stoner.
Lil Stoner, bro.
Lil Stoner.
Wow. Okay.
Not a rapper.
He has 0 face tattoos.
0. Well, I don't know. I can't confirm that.
Yeah, he may have died with some face tattoos, but in that picture, I don't think he's got any.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
I'll do some Googling.
Lil Stoner would be 123 this week.
I was expecting way different search results when I searched Lil Stoner, and it just came right up with him.
Oh,
very cool.
I think I was using my work computer the first time I looked him up, so I typed Lil Stoner baseball.
There you go. Very nice.
Lil Stoner would be 123 this week. His full name is Ulysses Simpson Grant Stoner.
Oh my God.
He was a pitcher in the 1920s, mostly for the Detroit Tigers. His parents, guess how many kids they had?
Probably a lot if you're asking me.
18.
Oh wow. Okay. So they just gambled on 2 full baseball teams. They're like, one of these guys is going to be a professional.
Right? Yeah, they had 18 kids, bro. I have 4, and I can't even fathom having more children.
Yeah.
18 kids.
Bro,
and you couldn't stick them in front of Baby Shark or something, you know?
Yeah, no shit. You would literally stick them outside and make them play with sticks and rocks, I think. I don't fucking know.
Well, 4 of them died as infants. That's sad.
Yeah, okay.
1 died from a lightning strike.
Wow. Okay.
Lil Stoner was their 17th child.
Wow, dude.
They were just out of names. They're like, we'll just name this one Lil Stoner.
Right.
So all the kids were named after famous people because his brothers were Benjamin Franklin Stoner. There was William McKinley Stoner, Theodore Roosevelt Stoner, Washington Irving Stoner. Just a funny little family situation.
That's so wild.
And not much to write home about from the baseball point of view, but the name and his upbringing are just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I did have one story. So when he was a toddler, his brother Mac, who I think is short for William McKinley Stoner, I think that's Mac, was his brother Mac was chopping wood in the yard when Lil wandered over there, and apparently he looked up at his big brother Mac and said, "Chop my finger off, Mac." So he did.
No way.
Hey, he brought the hatchet down on Lil Stoner's right index finger. It was hanging by a thread.
Oh God.
Literally hanging by the skin. He runs in the house. Mom wraps it up, calls the doctor. Doctor comes and looks at it and says, nothing we can do except bandage it and hope it reattaches itself. And it did.
Oh my God.
Yep. And apparently, so he had this funky finger, you know?
Yeah.
And apparently, later in life, when he began playing baseball and stuff, that it was said to have actually affected the way the ball moved and stuff like that, because he could do weird stuff to it.
That makes sense, bro. He probably had different grips and different grip strength on each seam or whatever. That's wild.
Pretty crazy.
I have a review actually that Lil Stoner wrote about some chewing tobacco back in his day. If you'd like to hear that,
I would absolutely love nothing more than to hear that.
Should I do an old timey voice or should I try at least?
Yeah, absolutely.
Give me an example.
What's the name of the chewing tobacco?
Chew Male Pouch. It's so hard. All right, I'm
Chew
gonna
mail
go for
pouch.
All right, I'm going for it.
I don't know. I got nothing, man.
You may ask me why I stick to mail pouch in preference of any other chewing tobacco. There are two reasons. First, mail pouch can be chewed all day long without causing any signs of heartburn. Second, mail pouch isn't padded with a lot of sweeteners the way other tobaccos are. Mail pouch is my idea of tobacco, of how tobacco ought to be. Long-lasting chew.
I
Was
do
that
love
good?
yes, that was amazing.
Thank you.
And I do love my chewing tobacco heartburn free.
Yeah, please no heartburn, bro.
No.
Unreal.
Because if you gotta take Tums afterward, then it just ruins the chew flavor.
Ruins the fucking buzz, bro.
Right. Right.
Alrighty, unreal. A little stoner.
All right. Well, Lil Stoner. That's my dope name. Those are your birthdays this week.
I love it, bro. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's talk money. Let's do the money thing. Let me find the money thing because I'm out of practice. Here we are. Boom. If you would like to and you can afford to, sign up to be a monthly contributor over at anchor.fm/upperdeckerpod/support. You can donate $1, $5, $10 a month, whatever you can afford. I actually think those are the only three options on Anchor, but if you want to send us more money, just tell us and we will send you right over to PayPal, paypal.me/upperdeckerpod. You can send as much money there as you would like, and we will accept every bit of it. It could be, $5 one time, or it could be one time $500.
Ooh.
You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
That would be sick, huh? Anything over $20 will actually get you a message on the show, whether that be something stupid you want us to say, or if it's just like you have a business or a brand or something that you are selling / promoting. We will help you do that. Just give us $20 and we'll do it.
Chewing tobacco.
You hear how I read that voice in a 1900s man about... I don't even know what I'm fucking saying. You know what I'm talking about, though. Man, his voice was fucked, and it came right out of my mouth. Unreal. Okay, $20. That'll do that for you. Mr. Tone.
Yes, sir.
What are we talking about today, bro?
We're talking about the NL Central.
Can I just tell you that was a beautiful, beautiful drum roll, sir.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
Thank you. We are going to look at the NL Central. We're kind of do a quick little recap of 2021. We're going to preview 2022. For the season that we will hopefully have.
Right. Fuck.
We're going to do some predictions. Papa Dan is not here with us this week, but we've got his answers. So we're going to predict things like who's going to lead in what stat categories for this division and this year, and we're going to put together our ultimate NL Central rotations and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But first, how we do last year?
Hey, man. I don't give a shit about this division, so...
I know you don't. I'll be honest, if the Cardinals weren't in it, I wouldn't give a shit about it either.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's bad and it's ugly and it's bad.
Yeah, well... Yeah, it's not. No,
it's just not pretty. It's not flashy. It's not pretty. It's just.
That is correct.
It's just fucking baseball. It
doesn't help. It's also in the Midwest too, so you don't get that like the LA and New York stardom effect and all that.
True.
But
I mean, you still get like we talked about it last week with the AL Central. Like, there's still some like you've got the White Sox, bro. Like, they're flashy as fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean, here you get the Brewers winning 95 games. I would have bet money that they didn't win 95 games.
I think I did bet money they didn't win 95 games. I don't get it, and we'll kind of get into like how that's going to look this year. But
yeah.
I mean, it was Cardinals went on a big run at the end of the season. They won 17 games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
They were looking. I mean, let's see, they were only 7 games ahead of the Reds. So, yeah, if they would have gone like 500 in those games, they would have finished lower than the Reds,
Right. Yeah.
But they made a big push, couldn't pull it off quite at the end of the season.
Yeah, they blew their load just a little bit early.
It's kind of been the Cardinals and Brewers now for a minute in this division. The the Reds and the Cubs kind of they have their moments. I don't know if the Reds pitching could get a little bit better, and they could re-sign Castellanos and stuff like that. They might be in discussion for a run, but
Right.
I don't think that's gonna happen. So,
Man, I'm looking at it now. Those Cubbies, bro. I like those acquisitions a lot.
yeah, I like what they're doing. I mean, clearly they're not like going for it right now, but
Right.
they're doing some stuff. Marcus Strowman, that's huge. That's awesome.
Marcus Stroman's big. I think Clint Frazier's going to be big too. I think that's like, I think he's finally going to break out and have the Clint Frazier, seasons that we've been waiting for, because he's not log jammed like he has been in New York his entire career.
Right.
And Yan Gomes is always a great backup.
I love Yan. Dude, talk about Wilson Contreras and Yan Gomes. Like, that's a great one too. Kind of reminds me of when the Cardinals had Matt Wieters for a quick second.
Yeah,
it was just
exactly.
Cool, just knowing that you have a solid veteran backup.
Exactly. And then Wade Miley. I mean, Wade Miley was leading all of 2021 in WAR for quite some time. Like,
He had no hitter last year, right?
Yeah. So I like what the Cubs are doing, and if like any of those prospects or draft picks or whatever they ended up trading for work out, I mean, the Cubs could flip this thing in like 2 years again and be right back in the thick of it.
Yeah, they could. I'm also glad that Harold Ramirez doesn't play for the not Indians, the Guardians anymore.
Okay.
Because it was really confusing having two Ramirez on the field at the same time.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll be honest with you, I don't know who Harold Ramirez is, bro.
I only knew him because of that, because I was like listening to or watching a Guardians game, and they're like, "Oh, Ramirez is up to bat," and then I looked and it like wasn't the Ramirez that I thought. It wasn't Jose.
That makes sense.
But he actually came from the NL Central. He was signed by the Pirates as an amateur free agent back in 2011, and then they traded him with Francisco Liriano and Reese McGuire to the Blue Jays.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
okay. Neato, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, I like what the Cubbies are doing there. Milwaukee, I don't really get the Hunter Renfroe for Jackie Bradley Jr. back to Chicago, back to Boston.
Me either.
I read that and was just like, oh, okay,
right. Especially like not even from like, I think obviously the Brewers got the better end of the deal. Like, I hate Hunter Renfroe, but they got the better end of the deal because I think Hunter Renfroe is a better hitter, and that's what you need to fucking win games anymore is better hitting.
Yeah.
Jackie Bradley Jr. can play the hell out of some center field, but you've already got Lorenzo Cain out there, so you don't need two Gold Glove center fielders in center field. There's no reason.
That is
so.
Correct.
Ship him back to Boston, that's fine, but that's a big hit for Boston too, is Hunter Renfroe heading over.
Yeah. Brad Boxberger could be someone that, like, he could be a good just like middle relief acquisition for someone after the lockout's over.
Right. I mean, you still got Eddie Escobar out there too. I mean,
yeah, kind of a, I don't know, not necessarily a confusing player, but just I feel like I never know where to place him. Like,
correct.
I don't know. I don't know where I rank him.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have, his stats aren't amazing. I mean, he's played 11 years and he's got a 12 career WAR.
Yeah.
But
didn't he have one really good season though recently,
I'm
like in
up
19 or something?
Yeah, 2021 he was actually an All-Star. If we go back to 2019, he batted .270, had an .831 OPS, 35 home runs, 118 RBIs.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, homie went off that year. 10 triples, 29 doubles. Jeez.
Yeah. But he probably, I don't know. I don't expect him to repeat that, but he's with the Mets now, and that's a good lineup for him.
Oh, he is with the Mets.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was a free agent. I don't remember him signing with the Mets.
He was a free agent.
Right.
I don't know when he signed, but
I see it now. Yeah. All good. No worries, bro. No worries. I believe you.
Yeah, I don't know.
He signed with the Mets on December 1st. That's
Great-
wild.
great day.
They're just gonna go ahead and grab like fucking 8 third basemen, I guess, and just let it ride.
Yeah, they can
Whatever.
do whatever they want. I still just think it's going to be. I think the division's going to go down how it went down last year.
I agree.
Not necessarily with Atlanta winning, maybe not, but I think just how close it was between the top 4 teams. So,
well, back to the NL Central. There's still a lot of big names that are out there that are departing from these teams that can at least help someone win still. Like, the Wade Miley, the same division acquisition there. That's got to feel pretty shitty for the Reds.
yep.
Lorenzen's gone, but Castellanos, that's a big name that's still out there.
Yep.
Lester retired. Matt Carpenter is going to be a pickup for somebody at some point.
I really honestly wish the best for Matt Carpenter. In no way do I want him back on the St. Louis
Sure.
Cardinals, and that contract was so bad.
Yeah.
But I hope he goes somewhere and can figure it out. Maybe he just needs a DH, or maybe I don't know what he needs to do, but wish him the best. So
Right. All right, buddy. How about we move on into predictions for 2022 if that happens, huh?
Oh, okay.
I know. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, also, real quick, love the Steven Matz signing for the Cardinals.
I also do too.
Yeah. It's not flashy, but it's a good.
It's such a Cardinals move.
It is. Absolutely, it
the
is.
most Cardinals move of all time.
Absolutely. All right, here's what we're looking at. Our predictions for this season.
Well, a little discrepancy between you and me there, Bubba.
Mostly with the Cardinals more than the Brewers.
Correct.
Because we both had the Brewers right around the same amount of wins. But I think the Cardinals are going to do better this year.
Sure. I think without the 17-game win streak, they're pretty close to a 500 team.
Well, there's that. But I think there was, I don't know. I think we're going to see the pitching be better this year for the Cardinals.
I mean, you sure hope so, because your best pitchers, aside from Wainwright, were John Lester and Jay Happ, and they came over at the deadline, and y'all were pissed.
Right.
So
you hope for a healthy Jack Flaherty
and
Steven Matz in there, and I'm really excited to see Dakota Hudson this year, specifically because he's a ground ball pitcher, and we have one of the better infield defenses in
that
baseball.
is very true.
So, and there's a lot of option. There's a lot of guys that were in the bullpen that they're going to stretch out. Like they're going to stretch out Alex Reyes. They're even talking about stretching out Jordan Hicks.
Ooh,
yeah. So I don't know. I mean, some of those guys are going to obviously end up in the bullpen, but it'll be fun to see. We'll see.
All right. Let's start from the bottom and work our way up as usual. Since we agree on those 3, how about that?
Yeah.
Pirates. Just garbage ass, garbage, fire.
I literally don't even know. I can't even find a way to compliment them in any way.
Yeah.
They're not good. They won't spend money to get good.
Correct. They've got middle to low tier starting rotation. It's just ass. Bryce Wilson is the only person that I even care about on that team, or about in that rotation at least. I hope he does well, but we haven't really seen it other than the playoffs in 2020 with the Braves.
I don't have him on my depth chart. I didn't even realize he was there, to be honest with you.
That's all good, brother. They got David Bednar in the bullpen, which I only know about because of our spin the wheel fantasy thing. So got him there. He's going to be a good little pickup, I guess. And then Roberto Perez. That's a good catcher to have.
I do like Perez.
So it's no Gold Glove Jacob Stallings, but I think Roberto's won a Gold Glove at some point, correct? Maybe I'm tripping.
I don't know. Very possible, but I'll look.
Yeah, he's a 2-time Gold Glover. Look at that.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
Dang.
He also won the Wilson Overall Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay.
I don't know what that consists of.
Sounds like a platinum glove before they had the platinum glove or something. But
yeah. So he did that. That's pretty good.
That's cool. I like Brian Reynolds a lot.
Brian Reynolds is the only offensive player I give a single shit about.
I give a shit about Cabrian Hayes just in the sense that I want to see. I'm not saying I love the guy. I'm just curious to see what he turns out to be.
I'm more excited about Yoshi Tsutsugo than I am Cabrian Hayes.
Did he get I'm putting you on the spot here. Did he get traded to them from Tampa?
He did, and I will find you the exact trade here in 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, other than that, though, while you're looking, I mean, just not – you're looking at an infield of, like, Michael Chavis, O'Neal Cruz, Kevin Newman. There's just – they just don't have it, I mean, at all. So, yeah, we've all got them in the 50-win category.
Yeah, they don't have it. Fun fact, I forgot, he actually got traded to the Dodgers, and then the Dodgers dropped him, and then the Pirates signed him, and then he signed again this past offseason. So he'll be with the Pirates in 2022 on a $4 million contract.
Okay.
But he only played in 12 games with the Dodgers. So remember this in like 15 years for our trivia that we're going to do with each other, okay?
Okay.
Yoshi Tsutsugo, 12 games with the Dodgers in 2021.
Okay.
Don't forget.
Don't forget.
All right, bro.
Cubbies?
Move on? Yeah, we've already kind of talked about them, but
yeah,
I really do like the way the Cubbies look, man.
Yeah, I mean, I like the direction they're headed.
Mm-hmm. There's definitely improvements that need made.
It's tough when you you literally just lost Chris Bryant, Javi Baez, and Anthony Rizzo,
and then Schwarber. What, a year before that?
Yep.
So,
yeah, I mean, and you don't. I mean, Kyle Hendricks is like your only like veteran guy that's still like kind of hanging around. I guess Wilson Contreras has been around for a while now.
Yeah.
Well, Hayward too. Okay, I take that back. But you're not expecting much production, I don't think, out of Jason Hayward at this point.
No, not anymore. I do. I like their rotation. I'm not sold on it as like a top 10 rotation in the league.
Right.
But Kyle Hendricks, Marcus Strowman, Wade Miley, and Alec Mills, I'm okay with where I expect the Cubs to finish. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
Like if they came out this season as a 500 team, I'd be like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense.
Right.
So
if they finish higher than 500, I will be surprised though.
For sure, absolutely. Yeah. Their bullpen is nothing to write home about, literally at all. They've got Rowan Wick, and that's about it. Frank Schwendel, I know for some fucking reason, we talked about that. He is like an MVP prospect for 2022.
Yeah. And
I've barely heard the man's name.
Yeah, I think I ended up putting him in that one fantasy league we did. Let's see, I'm pulling him up real quick. He had a 962 OPS last season.
Wow, dude.
That's crazy. I mean, 64 games, but still, that's nuts. He had 14 home runs and 43 RBIs. Batted 326.
He's probably definitely super one of those fluky boys because look at how old he is.
Oh, he's 29. See, I hate that, man.
Mm-hmm. So he played in 6 games in 2019 with the Royals, missed all of 2020 because I'm assuming he was in the minors. Yeah. And then last year with the Oakland Athletics and the Chicago Cubs, I mean, he fucking batted 326 in 64 games. And people are out here calling him MVP caliber. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. Man, that's a lot of time in the minor leagues, brother.
Yeah,
he was drafted in 2013.
Wowzers, dude.
He's been hanging out for 9 years.
Yeah, that's
wow.
Yeah, that's big bad, bro.
Wow.
I'm trying to see who else was drafted in that round. Well, I mean, for what it's worth, he's about the only one in that round that even matters. I don't know any of these other names.
What was the late round? Was it? I'm off.
18th. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 2013 draft. Who was? I'm trying to think. Who was even in that draft?
Yeah, I'm going to round 1 real quick.
Me too.
Oh, that's the Mark Appel, Chris Bryant, my boy John Gray, Clint Frazier, Colin Moran, Hunter Dozier, Meadows, Dom Smith, all kinds of guys. Hey, look, Hunter Renfroe.
I'll tell you what, though, a lot of recognizable names, but not a ton of like top tier talent. Chris Bryant, second overall.
Tim Anderson's in there.
Yeah.
Marco Gonzalez.
Yeah, and like Oh, Aaron Judge is in there.
Yep. I just saw
Shaman,
that too.
Corey Knebel, Michael Lorenzen. Man, this could be. We could do a whole episode on this, but it's just amazing to me how long it takes most players to come up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't know if I like it.
No, I fucking hate it.
I wish I understand that at 18 they're not polished. I'd rather see them unpolished and see like basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're pretty big NBA fans, you more than I, and we've been following like the Grizzlies and stuff. And it was so cool to watch Ja Morant in his first season, and I did was this the second season, right? Yeah, like
or third, but whatever.
Third, okay, but like watch him grow and develop as a player.
Exactly.
And then he's in his third season. He's already a leader at like 23 years old or something like that, you know? Right. And I wish we could see that more in baseball. I understand there might be a little talent drop initially, but and don't get me wrong, I'm not agreeing with MLB on like getting rid of the minor leagues, but I don't think there's a reason to have like 200 players in each organization system.
Right.
Like, come on, let's streamline this a little bit. Let's get these guys called up quicker, get them playing ball. You know, we've been talking about, we've been talking about, as Cardinals fans, we've been talking about Nolan Gorman for like 5 years, it seems like.
I'm not even a Cardinals fan, and I'm sick of hearing about Nolan Gorman.
Matthew Liberatore. I mean, I know the trade was just a couple seasons ago, but like, I'm like, come on. And they're like, well, you know, he probably won't be up before the All-Star break. I'm like, why? He's blowing everybody out of the water at every level he's playing for, you know?
And we know exactly why it is. It's just so annoying, man.
It's very annoying.
Ugh, it's the worst.
Let the kids play.
Let the kids play, dude.
All right, rant over. I apologize. What are we talking about? Cubbies still? Are we moving on to the Reds?
I think we can move on to the Reds now. How you feel, buddy? How you feel?
I needed to get that out. I've been feeling that for a while. So.
Dog, listen. You're talking to the rantiest ranter on this show, so it's totally cool, my guy. All right. The Reds.
Winker.
And I barely know her.
I like the Reds.
Why are they not good, dude?
Okay, this is what I don't get. I'm not going to jump all the way to the Brewers yet, but I just want to say I look at the Reds their roster, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, pretty good team. Like I could see them, you know, competing for first place. Maybe not like a guaranteed shoe-in, but I look at the Brewers, and I love that big three in their rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Their offense is so freaking boring compared to the Reds.
Yes,
I don't get why the Brewers are so much better. Anyways, the Reds, I like them. I like them like up and down, man.
I have been on the Reds fucking game for a minute, bro. And it doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Like, I mean, they've got the outfield like overflow, just insane overflow. Mm-hmm. But use that and get you guys, I don't know, get you guys a better fucking shortstop. Like, I know you've got Kyle Farmer, and he actually worked out pretty well last year. But the fact that Kyle Farmer is your starting shortstop and your backup second baseman and your backup catcher, bro? I don't know, my guy. I mean, you go around the horn, you've got Tyler Stevenson catching, Joey Votto. Like, you guys have just ruined Joey Votto's career. Just ruined it for just being bad, man. Like, and it's just unexpectedly bad, too. There's no reason that they're bad. You got Rookie of the Year, Jonathan India at second. You got Mike Moustakas or Eugenio Suarez at third, whatever you prefer. Suarez probably be DH this upcoming season.
That'd be a good spot for him.
Mm-hmm. They've also got ass cabs, though, so you know you got to get that boy in some DH slots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kyle Farmer. I mean, their outfield, dude. It's insane, and that's with the loss of Nick Castellanos. So you Jesse Winker, Aquino just hits fucking nukes. Tyler Naquin finally busted out. One of my boys right there, Tyler Naquin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, 20 ding-dongs last year, 270, 809 OPS. Love to see that. But then you're still waiting on guys like Nick Senzel to do whatever the fuck Nick Senzel's going to do. Shogo Akiyama has not been anything like they expected. So I don't know, man. Maybe it's just the depth, I guess, that they're lacking.
Yeah. I mean, their weak spots are their depth. They've got a nice front of the rotation. Definitely drops off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. Not that much, though.
Not for real.
They could use a little bullpen help probably. And, yeah, probably just some depth and some outfield help. Replacing Castellanos' bat's going to be tough. That dude had a 939 OPS last season.
Right.
Drove in 134 home runs. So that'll be tough if he doesn't re-sign there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to re-sign there.
I don't either.
I think he's looking for like more stardom.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you told me that my team had a back end of the bullpen of TJ Antone, Lucas Sims, and Amir Garrett, I'd be pretty okay with that.
Yeah.
Especially given the rotation that I have.
Sure.
So you've got Sonny Gray, obviously can do Sonny Gray things. Luis Castillo had a great second half of the season last year. Vladimir Gutierrez was good at times. But you and I were talking about this before the show. Tyler Mahle.
Baseball Reference has the pronunciation as Mali, but I was watching highlights of him earlier, and everyone was saying Mally.
Okay.
Mally. Tyler
Tyler Mahle.
I'm Tyler Mally, and this is my favorite chewing tobacco ever.
Homeboy's kind of sneaky good. I expect him to have a pretty good 2022. I mean, his career ERA is a 4.3, but the last 2 seasons have been way below that. His FIP is sitting right at 3.8, 3.88.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, his ERA plus is a 137, a 127 the last 2 seasons. You pointed out, though, however, he had 210 strikeouts last year in 180 innings.
Yeah.
That boy can miss some baseball bats, huh?
Yeah, that was a what was that rate? 10.5.
10.5 rate. And then even in 2020, he only threw 47 innings, but he struck out 60. So that K per 9 was an 11.3.
Mm-hmm.
So you know he's capable of it. He might be a little sneaky boy contender right there.
Could. Fun to watch.
But as of right now, it looks like they need at least one more starter. So we'll see how they go. I project them to be just an even 500 team this season.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got them a couple games below 500. Now that we're talking about it, I might flip that and go like 82, 80. But
yeah.
Somewhere in that ballpark.
Dan's got him down at 70 and 92, so
that is interesting.
I know that he likes Castellanos so much. It might just be strictly because of that.
Sure.
Oh, and I know exactly what he's going to say. Luis Castillo and Sonny Gray are going to get traded, and they're not going to be there anymore.
Okay. I'll give Dan credit because he's better about thinking about the future than I am. I'm
Correct.
more just like looking at the roster, and he's thinking like, well, they're not going to be there later in the season. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, very valid points. So.
Yep. All right, bros. Let's move on to let's do the Brewers. We'll save your Cardinals for last. Buddy.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Sounds good.
We kind of talked about the Brewers already. Nothing flashy. How do they win 95 games? Nobody knows. I guess pitching.
A lot of pitching, yeah. Really good pitching. Really good pitching. And, I mean, they've gotten, I think, above average production out of a lot of their players, aside from Yelich, who's been below average the last couple of years. But,
imagine this.
Mm-hmm.
Take the 2020s Brewers pitching and put it on the 2010 Brewers lineup.
With, you talk about Fielder, Braun, Ricky Weeks when he was good, and
Niger Morgan.
I forgot about that guy.
Yeah, man. When they were giving you guys all kinds of fits back then.
Yeah, they were. That's true. It's funny to think. I mean, there was a time when the Pirates were giving us all kinds of fits.
Right, yeah.
You know?
But they also had prime Andrew McCutchen, so.
Yeah, that's true. Willie Adames, that was huge for them last season. He had an 886 OPS with them. That was big. But like, They didn't get anything out of Jackie Bradley Jr. last year.
Mm-mm.
Dude literally batted 163 last year in 134 games.
Wow, dude.
That's awful.
How many plate appearances? Because I know that he was like a defensive replacement.
Yeah, still 428. So,
shit.
I mean, yeah, not 134 games worth, but still, like, it's not a small sample size.
Right.
497 OPS. Not slug, OPS.
Wow.
I don't know. They lost Avisel Garcia, right? Did you say that earlier?
Yes. Did he go somewhere, or is he just a free agent?
He's with the Marlins now.
That makes sense.
He is with the Marlins. So that's a loss. Like that, he had, he contributed. He had 86 RBIs last year.
Right.
So you're losing key contributor like that. I mean, Yelich alone can make up for that production if he can stay healthy and be good again. So
I mean, Renfro's gonna do fine there. Like, I hate saying it, but he's a lot better than we actually give him credit for.
Yeah.
Also, real quick, I'm just kind of looking at all of their birthdays on the depth chart for Milwaukee. Who's older, bro? Me or this guy?
Brandon Woodruff?
Mm-hmm. Me or Brandon Woodruff? Who's older?
I'm going to say, I mean, I'm kind of cheating. I think I saw his age the other day and was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
I think you're older.
He's older than me by 2 months.
Oh, okay. But he
looks like a man.
And I've been hearing his name for a while. I mean, even before he was like
right
as good as he is. Like I feel like he was like 33, 34.
Yeah, I would have said 32, 33 easy.
Yeah.
But like, just look at him and look at me. There's 2 months difference. He looks like a man. I look like a fucking baby, bro. A baby.
Yeah.
Jesus. I hate it. I hate it. Whatever. Stupid. But going back to that, if you look at the Brewers rotation too, they're going to be around for a minute, it seems, because you got Brandon Woodruff, who's 28. Corbin Burns is 27. Adrian Hauser's 28. Freddie Peralta's 25. I mean, shit. Eric Lauer even is 26. And Eric Lauer was like sneaky all year. Not amazing, but did a good enough job for the Brewers to be a, third, fourth, fifth placeholder in that rotation.
The numbers are, I mean, they're insane, dude. Like the big three finished with ERAs under 3.
Mm-hmm.
Woodruff 2.56, Burns 2.43, Peralta 2.81, and then you had the guys you just mentioned also. Adrian Hauser had a 3.22 ERA, and Eric Lauer had a 3.19 ERA.
Yeah,
that is absolutely absurd.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
And that doesn't mention their bullpen.
Right.
Hader with a 1.23 and Devin Williams with a 2.5, and he didn't even start the season that well.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually started awful. Crazy. Daniel Norris pitched for them last year. Drew Rasmussen.
Yeah, Drew Rasmussen was traded to.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was traded to Tampa for Boxberger.
Oh, Jordan Zimmerman is still pitching?
I was just looking at that same name, bro.
And John Axford last year?
Hell yeah, dude.
38 years old. I loved John Axford when he was with them before he came to St. Louis.
Yeah. To be fair, he played in one game, pitched 0.1 innings, and had a 54 ERA. So he did not do great.
Yeah, that's not very good.
He didn't have a good time last year with Milwaukee. What else can we talk about with Milwaukee? I mean, they've got Omar Narvaez still catching back there.
Mm-hmm.
They got your boy Rowdy Tellez at first. I know you're a big Rowdy fan.
Love getting Rowdy, man.
I know you're
love getting Rowdy, and he had a good offensive year. He's just a really weird player. But I like him. I like him a lot. I was kind of bummed when he left Toronto, but you know, I don't know. I get to see more of him now in
Right.
Central.
That's true. And they got Willie Adames still at shortstop. I mean, I love me some fucking Willie, dude. Can I say that again? You can clip it for like
yes.
Yeah. I love me some fucking Willie, dude. That was nice and clear. He came over last year and ended up getting MVP votes for the Milwaukee Brewers. So
yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, that boy lit it up when he was with Tampa Bay for 41 games and was batting 197. Came over to the NL, played 99 games with Milwaukee and batted 285. So it rounded out his season average to his 262.
Yeah.
His OPS overall was an 818, 120 OPS plus overall. And that improved from 76 with Tampa Bay to 135 with Milwaukee.
Wow.
5 ding-dongs in Tampa Bay, 20 in Milwaukee.
I knew he turned it on, but holy cow.
Yeah, he really, really did, man. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Not to mention 26 doubles. 26 doubles, 20 home runs, 58 RBIs with Milwaukee. So
Okay.
he might be he might be somebody you got to keep an eye out for this year, man.
Yeah.
Full
absolutely.
year up there in Milwaukee after exploding like that, man. You know he's just going to be comfortable now.
Right.
So can only expect more, really. But you got Rowdy, Colton Wong, Luis Urias, Willie. I really do like that outfield of Yelich, Kane, and Renfroe. If Yelich can get anywhere near anything that he used to be,
I don't get it.
I really don't either, man. I have no explanation whatsoever.
He just turned 30. Like I think after the season ended, just turned
Right.
30.
Yeah, I have
What
no
is
explanation.
happening?
Zero clue. I know they were talking a lot about how in 2020 they banned like the iPads in the fucking dugouts and this and
Yeah.
that. So I don't know if like his training got thrown off, if his whatever did, and he just can't seem to figure it out. But I do want to retract my statement about Hunter Renfroe, the ones that I've talked about the entire time since the show's existed. He had a pretty good fucking season last year. 260, an 816 OPS, 112 OPS plus with 31 dingers, 96 RBIs, and 33 doubles. He's going to slot in there just fine. Back in the NL, he's going to fucking rake in that division.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see what happens, man.
I might have to change my my home run total leader.
Ooh.
Nah, I already let it hang way far enough. All right, let's talk about your St. Louis
Let's
Cardinals.
talk about sex, baby.
Oh, you want to?
No.
Me either, bro. This is a
inappropriate.
baseball podcast.
Inappropriate.
This is baseball, bro.
Sorry.
All right.
We'll jump the gun there on the slides.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
let's talk about
didn't even
St.
have it showing, so don't even trip, bro.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's talk about the Cardinals, man. What you talk about the Cardinals?
What do you want me to say?
No, I want you to say what you think. Not
Um,
like I hate St. Louis and
yeah.
Cardinals fans, but like talk about the team. What do you think? Like, what do you see?
Quite frankly, I do like the team. I think it's very balanced all over.
It's a good description. Yeah.
Bullpen could use some work given the fact that Genesis Cabrera hits people in the head.
Yeah,
Alex
he's gotta stop
Reyes.
doing that.
Yeah, Alex Reyes gives up walk-off home runs to end the season.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I really do like Gallegos. I really think that he's going to shape out to be the man there. I've been on the fence with the whole Alex Reyes thing. Either figure him out or give up. Like, I'm so sick of it. The rotation, though, I'm a pretty big fan of. I wish Wainwright wasn't 96 years old.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, for a 96-year-old, I'll take his season last year.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean,
Andy's a great leader. I mean,
that's true.
you know, just to lead on these guys like Flaherty and Matz and Hudson, you got old Lizard King, Miles Mikolas rounding it out there at number 5.
Mhm.
Obviously, the probably greatest catcher of all time, Yadier Molina. He's still kind of running the pack back there, log jamming Andrew Kinsner, but that's fine.
Yeah, I think at this point he's overrun Kisner. Like I don't think Kisner will even, and I think it'll because they were talking about who we traded to Arizona, Carson Kelly. They're like, oh yeah, he'll be the next big thing, and then it was Andrew Kisner, and it's like, dude, like
Yachty's just outlasting all of them.
yeah.
There's no reason to even have a prospect catcher as the Cardinals. Like trade him, get something.
They have one that's still young enough. Herrera, I think is his name.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
He like it might be perfect timing, like for real this time.
Yeah. And then obviously you've got, perennial MVP caliber type guys with Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado. You got sneaky little Tommy E.
Yeah.
Paul DeYoung, man, what's the move there? I'm curious.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to have a huge bounce back season.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't really play a whole lot last year. I'm pulling his totals here. He played in 113 games, less than 400 at bats. He's even at his best, he's going to be a high strikeout guy with a lot of pop.
Right.
And we saw that his rookie year. He came in second in rookie of the year back in 2017. 2019 he was an all-star and hit 30 home runs, but again he strikes out a lot. So, and he's a good defender though too. He's above average defender. So they're looking for like him and Edmundo Sosa to, I guess, kind of platoon the position. It'll be some form of those two guys, and then the fact that you have Tommy Edman, who's super versatile, and you have Nolan Gorman, who's coming up and
could potentially just play short.
Well, I think they had Nolan Gorman learning second base last season in the minors after we signed Arenado.
Gotcha. So Gorman would move to second, and then Edman to short.
Yeah, or if there's an outfield injury, then Edman goes to the outfield and you play your DeYoung. I still think this would have been a key opportunity, this free agency, to go out and get a big shortstop name because there's so many of them.
Hey, there's still one out there, bro.
I know. Well, there's two out there, but Trevor Story seems like more of a fit with the Cardinals than Carlos Correa.
Yeah, for sure. Just attitude-wise.
Yeah, for sure. And there's the whole like Trevor Story and Nolan Arenado connection.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, that would be. I mean that would change everything.
If they signed Trevor Story, they win the division.
Yes.
I'll give you that 100%.
That'd be that infield.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
Yeah.
You would end up having. I mean, what does Goldie steal anymore? Does he steal any bases anymore? I know that he used
not
to.
really. No, he used to be sneaky, like stealing bases. But
yeah, he used to steal 20. He stole 32 bags in 2016.
Wow, he still stole 12 last year. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad, especially for a first baseman.
Dude, he is so quietly good every freaking year. I know, like when he first came to St. Louis, he fell off just a little bit.
Yeah.
And people are like, is he like way past his prime? And then he finished sixth in MVP voting last year.
Right. we say fell off. He's finished top 20 in MVP every year that he's been in St. Louis.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
I mean, his first year, he slashed 260, 346. He slugged 476, still had an OPS of 821. And then, I mean, his OPS plus was 115 that first year. The last two seasons been 145 and 143.
Wow.
The two seasons before that in Arizona, they were both 142. So you pretty much get yourself a 140 guy.
Yeah. The Cardinals, just to kind of sum up their offense, I really like it. I think it's really well balanced. The only spot, and we touched on it already, is shortstop. That's the only spot that I'm like, not really sure what we're doing there, but I think as soon as you get Edman moved over there and then Nolan Gorman up, all of a sudden I'm like, all right, I like this team. There's nowhere like, outside of like trading for a superstar, there's no like obvious upgrades anywhere. Tyler O'Neill went freaking off last year. That was so exciting. We had three guys with over 30 home runs on the team. Yeah.
We had three guys on our infield with more than 30, but it's fine.
You know what? That's fair. I still love Harrison Bader. Even I love him. I absolutely love him.
I was just going to talk so much shit on him, and I pulled up his baseball reference page, and I looked at his numbers, and I'm way less going to talk shit on him now.
I don't care. Like, he's so good defensively that you literally, like, when you're making up a roster, it's cool if he's good offensively, but you don't need him to be.
Right.
Like, you can sacrifice one bat for, like, incredible defense. And
I mean,
he's a player that, if he's healthy, I'm putting him in the lineup every single day.
You put him side by side, bro. He's probably a better player than, like, Kevin Kiermaier.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
I wouldn't say that he's a better defender, but the offensive numbers, well, I don't know. Fuck. Let's see. So career, batting average, they're pretty much equal. On base, pretty much equal. Oh my God, slugging is equal. OPS is equal. Holy shit.
Are they the same player?
Kiermaier's got a little more pop, and that's about it. But he's also played longer. Kiermaier's got 75 home runs since 2013. Bader's got 47 since 2017.
I think Bader's got more pop, to be honest. I think Bader will pass him for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty damn close, bro.
Wow.
Kiermaier's got 51 triples, so there's that to Harrison Bader's 8, but still,
yeah,
pretty much the same fucking player there. I just don't like him.
I love him, dude.
I hate his attitude. I can't stand it. Ugh. Respect the game, young man.
Get out of here, you of all people.
I know.
And then I'm super, super excited to see Dylan Carlson in the second full season.
I'm a big Dylan Carlson fan.
Dude, he's just he looks so natural at the plate.
Mm-hmm.
So mature for his age. He's 22.
Right.
22.
Who looks older, me or Dylan Carlson?
Let me pull his picture up.
I want to play this game forever.
I think you look older than Dylan Carlson.
Sick. Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
I'll take
20.
that.
He's 23 now. This is his
Yeah.
age 22 season, but still, that's exciting.
Yeah. I mean, I like the guy a lot. I really do. I'm not going to talk any shit on that man. I am kind of going through and looking at the draft that year because now you've got me hooked on that.
I love doing that, yeah.
So he was the 33rd overall pick in the 2016 draft.
Uh-huh.
See, guys that went before him were guys like Will Smith to the Dodgers, Dane Dunning to the Nats, Carter Kaboom also to the Nats, Eric Lauer, who we talked about earlier, Will Craig, who we also talked about before the show, the guy that chased Javi Baez back to the catcher, back to the home plate. But there's other guys like, Gavin Lux, Alex Kirilloff, Kyle Lewis, Matt Manning, your boy Cal Quantrill.
It's a good draft.
Yeah, AJ Puck, Ian Anderson, Nick Senzel. These are
So what I like to do is also look at who was drafted after that player.
Right.
So I'm looking in the second round now. And I'm like, okay, like instead of Dylan Carlson, who could we have drafted? And there's some good names in there. Brian Reynolds that we just talked about.
Yeah.
Pete Alonso. He's pretty good.
Sheesh.
A guy named Bo Bichette, top 5 fantasy player.
Oh, wow.
Akil Baddoo. Those were all second rounders. But I mean,
still,
you don't know. And Carlson's still got a super high ceiling and he's young. Oh,
and
Hampson.
My boy, El Garrett, dude.
El Garrett.
The Cardinals went back to back in that draft with Dylan Carlson and Dakota Hudson. And then
I like that.
The pick right after that, we have yet to see still is Taylor Trammell. So that might be we'll see. Big hit, big miss. Who knows?
Yeah.
But fuck it. Whatever, dude. It's just draft picks. Half of them aren't even going to make it anyways.
That's how it goes.
The fact that Dylan Carlson's there and doing what he does, big props.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, not to mention, I was there when he made that throw from right field. Oh my God,
dude. I'll never forget that game. It was a Saturday day game against. It was the
Padres.
It was the Padres. It was close to the end of the season.
Yeah,
and
very close.
He just nailed him at second base.
Yep.
from the track, right, or close to it.
Literally picked it up at the wall, turned around and threw it. And I was like 3 rows back. Yeah. So I just saw the whole thing like from his view from behind. It was like I was playing a video game.
Yeah,
I was throwing it in from right field.
Show and
oh yeah, bro. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And that was the game that Fernando Tatis and Manny Machado got into it in the dugout.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And everyone started immediately questioning Jace Tingler, and it probably led to his
That's exactly
demise.
what it was. Yep. And no big deal. They were honoring the 2011 World Series.
They were
fucking team that year or that game. So
That's
I
true.
got a David Freese bobblehead. Pretty sick. Pretty sick.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, the way I see it, it's a tight race either way between those top 2 teams. But let's see. So Dan's got them within 1. You've got them within 2, and I've got them within 4. Yeah. So it can go either fucking way for real.
Yeah.
If the Cardinals all come out swinging and have a good season, like Paul DeJong does produce, like you said, that's the only weak spot in that lineup. If he produces whatsoever, I wouldn't be shocked if they take this division.
And if you see the resurgence, if you see the coming out of Matthew Liberatore and Nolan Gorman this season,
also
even if it's later, it could just be like the late season push they need or something like that. So
I'm big excited for Liberatore.
Yeah,
I've liked him since he was with the Rays, and I'm big hyped to see that boy. I love me a sick, just disgusting lefty curveball, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, very Barry Zito, Scott Kazmir-esque. Oh, fucking filthy, bro.
There you go.
All right, man. Let's talk rotation and get up on out of here. What do you say?
Yep, sounds good.
Beautiful,
man.
Beautiful.
Corbin Burns.
Yep. Pretty much a shoe in for the first. I mean, it's 2021's reigning Cy Young, so can't really talk much shit on that boy. He had a hell of a season last year. Yeah, obviously he's going to be our number 1. He's going to be our ace, but it's not that obvious because Brandon Woodruff's numbers were pretty similar, and he's right behind him. We've all got them 1 and 2.
And then you look at the ceilings of our next 2 guys.
Right. Luis Castillo, Jack Flaherty. You've got Freddie Peralta in there as your 4 guy.
Yeah.
But between the 3 of us and our 6 positions there, we've got 3 guys. So you and Dan both have Jack Flaherty coming in the 3rd slot. That's probably a little boomer or a little bias, but it's fine. And then Luis Castillo, I've got him in the 3 slot with Jack Flaherty in the 4 spot. I'm almost to the point again where I'm tired of waiting for Jack Flaherty. I was super duper duper high on Jack Flaherty for a while, and I don't know, man. I'm just tired of waiting. Be healthy, pitch good.
That's the thing. It's just, he's got to be healthy. I mean, he did pitch well last year, a 1.060 WHIP last season, but. I mean, he only started 15 games. So
yeah, he only started 15 games. His ERA was 3.22, but his FIP's 4.22. So you know that defense, that stellar defense that you had was helping him out, which is fine, but not for a guy of that caliber or that potential caliber at least.
Right.
Like, bring that ERA down a little more, bring that FIP down a little more. Man, I don't know.
Look at 2019, man. You know, that was
2019 was great.
Yeah, and he just turned 26. So
I know. It's gonna be his 6th season in the majors. So I don't know. I'm just ready for something. If we're being honest, his biggest issue is the control. It looks like.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
Because he's got a career 3.1 walks per 9.
Yeah.
You bring that down, bro. I mean, shit.
Right.
You're telling me you're walking 3 people a game and you got a 1.07 whip? That means nobody's hitting you, bro. Stop putting them on base.
Right.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, nobody can fucking touch you. If he lowered that to like even a fucking 2 walks per 9, man. Just cut it down by 1 walk. You're getting to a sub 1 whip, like a 900 whip in that case.
And that's pretty much what he did in 2019, but
Yeah.
he hasn't been able to do that since then,
Yeah, it's wild, man. Just
Yep.
stay healthy, get out there and do it. That's the only reason that he's 4. I still have hope, but I'm also kind of sick of talking about it. So
Sure, I get it.
that's why I got him there. I mean, Luis Castillo's kind of the same fucking way.
Right.
He's got these seasons that are good, mixed in with these seasons that are kind of catastrophic at times.
Yeah.
But still, I think he might have a higher ceiling than Flaherty. It's very close between those two. So I
It
just
is.
flippy floppied them. I mean,
Yeah.
It is what it is. Now we're gonna move into our 5th slot here. You've got Dakota Hudson. I know that you're just excited to see him with the Cardinals team that they have now, not the Cardinals team that he pitched on previously.
Well, yes and no. I mean, I'm more excited to see him on this Cardinals team because of the incredible infield defense.
Exactly,
But
right.
he's always been, when healthy, that's his only question is health. He's
Right.
going to, if he stays healthy all season and starts 30 to 32 games, he will get Cy Young votes. I swear to God. I mean, the dude, last year, or not last year, sorry, he only pitched in 2 games last year, but, the short season,
Mm-hmm.
he had a 2.77 ERA. His first season, he came up with a 2.63 ERA, and then his only full year so far was still a 3.35 and finished 5th in Rookie of the Year voting.
Right.
Now the WHIP was high, but I think that will go down. I mean, it has gone down already, and I think it's going to be significantly lower this year. So.
And it is just insane. Like, I know that you talk about him being a ground ball pitcher, which is totally fine. Some people just do that. I get it. But, bro, his FIP to ERA gap is insane year after year.
Yeah.
It's like his rookie year.
It's like 2 points almost.
Yeah, it was a 3.86 FIP to a 2.63 ERA, 4.93 FIP to a 3.35 ERA, a 4.5 WHIP to a 2.77 ERA. Like, he's just pitching to he's pitching to his defense, man. He knows exactly, he knows his strengths, and he utilizes them, man.
Yeah.
I just tripped over that word for fucking 30 minutes. Oh my God.
He just throws that sinker and is like, all right, whatever happens.
Right. He also is a little Flaherty-esque there with that walks. That is a big number there, 4.3 per 9. So, again, man, you just get these guys to dial it in just a little bit, miss a little more bats, and keep it more towards the zone.
Yeah.
You're gonna have two Cy Young eligible fucking pitchers right there, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. And did you already talk about Marcus Strowman? Your guys'
Not yet.
fifth
I
pick?
was gonna get there. I am not ready to give up on Marcus Strowman.
No.
I think that he's one of the better pitchers in the league. I'd put him top 20, top 15, top 20, somewhere around there, just right
Yeah.
off the top of my head. I mean, there's so many pitchers out here, but he's just consistent, man, year in, year out. He's not going to be your everyday ace unless he does. I mean, fuck.
Well, yeah, he has to be the ace now because he's on the Cubs. But,
Right, exactly.
But I see what you're saying.
He definitely doesn't put up ace numbers, but
Right.
he has the potential to put up ace numbers. Like, even last year with the Mets, I mean, fuck, 33 games started. He had almost exactly a 3. He had a 3.02 ERA through 180 innings. He only struck out 158, so his K per 9 is only a 7.9, but that matches to his career, which is a 7.5. He's not a power pitcher. He's not out there striking guys out.
He's kind of a similar profile to what we were just talking about with Dakota Hudson,
Yeah, just pitches to his strengths, and he knows them. So, year after year, his FIP and his ERA don't really reflect each other. But they're pretty dang close. I mean,
Yeah.
we're looking 4.7, 3.8, 5.5. It's generally about a half point difference. But you know what you're getting with Marcus Strowman. So I'm throwing him in at 5 with the potential of, leapfrogging like a Jack Flaherty and a Luis Castillo. So we'll just have to see what old boy does. Just not ready to give up. He's got just a dog, man. Got a dog mentality. He's a leader. The mentality that he has is crazy, and he loves the teams that he's on while he's there.
Right.
So like he was big Blue Jays fan, even as a player. He loved that team. He came out recently and said, super glad I'm not in New York anymore. So that's something. But you could tell even like when he was there, like he still cared about that team.
Yeah.
He cared about the players. He has a very big leadership mentality. I think going to a young potential Cubs team that we've already talked about a bunch, I expect big things from him this year, for real.
I'm excited to watch him.
Mm-hmm. I know also, though, this is probably the worst stadium that he's pitched at, home stadium. You know, people are going to be putting them out up there at Wrigley. And I mean, he has lower than a 1 home run per 9. So he doesn't give up the long ball that much, but
I could see that number going up a little bit.
I could see it increasing. Correct. Yeah. Let's go ahead and just talk honorable mentions here. We've got a lot of the same guys mixed in and around. Mm-hmm. We've all got Sonny Gray on our honorable mentions. I think that's more or less just Sonny Gray not being the Sonny Gray of old, but still having somewhat potential. Freddie Peralta, you've got him in there. I've got him like as my first honorable mention. I was trying to squeeze him in somewhere, just couldn't find exactly where to put him. But love me some Freddie Peralta. He's going to do big shit again. We've already talked about it. He was so good with the Brewers. I mean, he just kind of got overshadowed by Burns and Woodruff, but had a hell of a season. You talked about old 96-year-old Wainwright a bit, killing it. Tyler Male, sneaky good. You know, I don't really have much else to talk about. We've already kind of talked about all these guys. So, Dan's got Aaron Ashby, who I believe is a Brewers pitcher, and Hunter Green, who has yet to make his debut for the Reds, but will soon. And I am kind of excited for Hunter Green. I just don't think that he's anywhere near honorable mentions if he hasn't even pitched yet, bro. You know what I mean? Can we talk shit on Dan since he's not here?
Yeah, dude.
What a fucking stupid pick,
Aaron
bro.
Ashby, I admittedly don't know much about him. He's from Kansas City.
How many dogs did he have growing up? That's what I want to know.
4.
Okay.
Drafted by the Brewers in the 4th round. Made his debut this past season.
Oh, he wears fucking rec specs. Get out of here, you fucking nerd, dude. Oh, my God.
Had a negative WAR last season.
Oh, my God. He went to Crowder.
ERA. Crowder?
I barely know her. I played Crowder College when I was in college, bro.
Holy smokes.
Man, too bad he's like way younger than me. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's almost 24.
Yeah, almost 24. He's drafted by the Rangers, so hope he doesn't do great because, I'd rather have him if he does good. Let's see. So last season, pitched in 13 games. God, that K rate, that's pretty good, man. I do like looking at them strikeouts.
Did you play against Sam Hilliard?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Why?
You know about the
the Rockies?
Yeah, he was from Crowder. He went to Crowder and was drafted in 2014.
Okay, so he probably got there right after I was done. Oh, man, I should actually look that up someday, huh? Look up. So let's see. 2011 to 2012. It would be the 2012 draft. Let's do it for fun, dude.
There's no one from the 2012 draft from Crowder.
Dang. What about...
They drafted 3 guys in 2010 that never made it up. And then they drafted 2 guys in 2014, Sam Hilliard and Mark Reyes.
Can you go by schools?
Yeah. Just click on Baseball Reference at the top where it says their school. Just click on the school.
Oh, yeah.
And then ignore all the fields at the top and just scroll down.
Okay.
It'll show you all of them. So they've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or they've had 4 guys make it to the big leagues.
Gotcha.
But
I was just trying to look.
Lasted.
I was trying to look for like multiple colleges at the same time.
But
I don't think that's a fucking thing. I'm looking now. Fernando Perez. and Andrew Tolles. Those are the only two that got drafted out of junior colleges in the first 3 rounds so far. I'm doing some fucking digging. I know a couple guys that did get drafted, but never made it.
Let's do a new podcast where we just browse Baseball Reference
God,
and
I'm
just
in,
talk
bro.
about whatever we come across.
Yeah, sounds good, man. This is way more fun than our dumb shit that we usually do.
It's kind of what I end up doing anyways half the time, but
Yeah. Malik Smith got drafted in the 5th round
Malix.
out of Florida. So we're the same age. Gotta love that.
Mm.
Trey Lang, Eric Wood. Dude, I'm just gonna keep going. I don't give a shit. Is there more shit we need to talk about? What are we doing?
Yeah, we had to do our stat predictions.
Oh my god, we still have that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Ah, I got him. I got one.
What?
I know one I played against.
That made it to the bigs?
No.
Oh, okay.
But he got drafted. He got drafted in the 7th round by the Royals. Mr. Fred Ford. He went to Jefferson College.
Is that where you went?
No, I went to St. Charles Community.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But fun fact, Mr. Tyler Miller, fun fact. You know how I told you I had to change positions and my coach made me a catcher out of spite?
Yeah, but are you just going to ignore the fact that I just did an intro for the segment?
Yeah, because I didn't hear it. I was thinking.
Fun facts of Tyler.
Ooh, I love it, except for the fact you call me Tyler. I don't like that. So I got made to be a catcher, basically out of spite. My coach fucking hated me.
Yeah.
And we played Jeffco in like my 3rd game that I ever caught. Fred Ford was one of these guys, and we also faced one of their starting pitchers whose name was Dalton Friend, who got drafted by the Pirates that year.
Oh, okay.
So we played 2 guys that got drafted. I'm back there catching and scared shitless. I get walked by Dalton Friend, which is tight. So I walked against the only guy that I ever know that got drafted.
Yeah.
I caught a walk of Fred Ford. Or no.
Okay.
Oh my God, no. It's even more embarrassing. Holy shit. I caught a strikeout of Fred Ford, but I dropped the ball and I threw it to first and threw it away, and he got on first base.
Sounds right. Okay.
And then his next at bat, oh my God, the guy hit like a 450-foot bomb to left center, like off a tree, like 50 foot up a tree in the outfield.
Wow.
I mean, he fucking pissed on it, bro. It was the hardest hit ball I've ever seen, and it was like right in front of me.
Wow.
It was crazy. Wild. All right, let's talk about stats.
All right. Hey, speaking of pissing on balls.
Pissing on balls?
That didn't sound right.
Oh, it's just perched up on your balls like that. Sometimes you piss on it.
Hey, Tyler O'Neill.
Hell yeah, dude. Tyler O'Neill, you and Dan both have him leading the league with 40 and 41.
Yeah, leading the division for sure.
That's what I meant.
I know.
However, I'm putting my eggs in a basket here, bro.
You're putting your... I don't know. I'm still coming with
I'm
something.
putting my eggs in my yelly basket, baby.
Okay.
I'm expecting a bounce back. I think he's just as tired of being bad as we all are of him being
I
bad.
believe that, yeah.
So, especially with his extra time we're probably going to end up getting, I think he's going to put in all the work possible. I say he comes back this year. I got him at 39. I won't be surprised if Tyler O'Neill out hits him. I also won't be surprised if Hunter Renfroe out hits him. But this is just me, just wishful thinking. Give me some Christian Yelich back up there in the upper 30s, bro.
I'll take it. I mean,
Right.
especially if he does his damage against other teams, not the Cardinals, but
Totally fine.
still fun to watch, man.
We pretty much agree on the rest of the stats here.
Pretty much.
So saves, Josh Hader. Obviously, he's pretty much the only set-in-stone closer. Given that the Cardinals are going to have Gallegos, they've got Alex Reyes, and they're going to have to work Jordan Hicks back in there at some point. So you're going to have 3 or 4 guys tossing around save opportunities. You're not going to get them to, accrue the big numbers like Hader.
Yeah, you'll see guys like Ryan Helsley in there as well.
Yeah. We all agree Corbin Burns is going to lead the league in strikeout, or lead the division, gosh dang it, in strikeouts. Dan's got him at 230. You've got him at 245. I've got him up to 255.
Whoa.
I expect a big season from Corbin Burns. Just going to keep carrying on what he was doing. With that being said, I expect his ERA to be a 2.1.
Wow.
I think he's going to repeat Cy Young's. We're going to have...
I love it, man.
We're going to have a Corbin Burns and a Dylan Cease Cy Young this year, bros.
You said it. You heard it here first, folks.
You heard it here first. That's where I stand with it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got him a little higher there at 256, but still, I've got him leading the division and probably the NL.
Yeah. I mean, looking back, so 2020 was really kind of when he broke out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was 12 games. He started 9 of them. He had a 2.11 that season.
Wow.
I know it was a short season, all that, whatever. He also had 59 innings pitched with 88 strikeouts, good for a 13.3 K per 9.
He's going to take over the record.
This man is a hoss, bro. He's got a 12.3 career K per 9 right now.
Wow.
So once he qualifies, he will take it over, right? Because
what's Ray have?
Oh, I don't remember.
It's Robbie Ray, right? He's 11-2.
Wow.
Yep, 11-2.
How do you qualify for?
I don't know. I don't know what the all-time. Keep talking about old boy, and I will.
Okay, I'll talk about him. So last year he led the entire MLB in ERA, in ERA plus, in FIP, in home runs per 9, in Ks per 9, and in strikeouts per walk, because he had that long ass streak of however many. I think it was 58 strikeouts to no walks. It was 58 consecutive, not consecutive, but 58 strikeouts to 0 walks. He ended last year with 234 strikeouts, and the boy only pitched 167 innings. So you get him, let's see, he had 28 starts. Everybody else was leading the league at 33, I believe. You put 5 more starts on Corbin Burns's 2022 platter, man.
Yeah.
That's another 60 strikeouts, and we're all going to be shooting way, way low on our predictions.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he'll be pushing 300 fucking strikeouts if he keeps that rate up.
That's insane. Real quick, how many? I'm looking at how many innings pitched is he? Okay, he's got a ways to go before he qualifies. A long ways to go. So
it's probably like 1,000 innings pitched or some shit.
Exactly what it is.
Got it.
Yep, and he's got 300 something. So
yeah,
long way to go. Your leaders all time. Do you have guesses? Like
for K per 9?
Yeah, not like order. I'm not gonna like just.
I know.
I'll tell you like.
So we've talked about it before. I know Sale.
Yeah.
I know
Sale was the leader. Robbie
Right.
Ray hit
Robbie Ray.
1,000 innings this last season.
Right.
That's when he became the leader.
I would say Aroldis, maybe.
Probably doesn't meet the innings qualification because he was a reliever.
Oh, right. Pedro,
11.
Randy,
6.
Nah, I want to say Nolan, but probably not Nolan. He walked too many.
16.
Okay. Clemens. No. Too long of a look. It's fine.
Yeah.
Seaver, Gibson. Now I got to think of older names.
43, Clemens.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. I'll just tell you.
Okay, do it.
3 is Yu Darvish.
Wow, my boy.
11. Darvish, Sale, and Ray are the only 3 players over 11.
Okay.
4, Jacob deGrom.
Okay.
5, Max Scherzer. 6, Randy Johnson. 7 is Steven Strasburg.
Wow.
8 is Garrett Cole. 9 is Kerry Wood. 10, Aaron Nola.
Okay.
Just hit 1,000 this past season as well.
That's awesome. Nice.
11 is Pedro. 12. You ready for this one?
Oh, God.
Chris Archer.
No way.
He's got a 9.83 strikeouts per 9.
Shit. Chris Archer just gives up nukes and strikes people out then.
Number 13, old Trevor Bauer.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Then Kershaw, Kluber, Nolan Ryan.
It's absolutely insane to me that most of these people are recent or active.
The majority of this list is that. I mean, that's just how
baseball
the
is
game
now.
is,
Yeah.
This one's surprising to me. I love the guy, but Cookie Carrasco at 18.
Wow, dude.
Rich Hill at 19. I'm shocked at some of these.
Yeah, that's insane.
And then you have like, Hoffman qualified. Trevor Hoffman qualified. He had over 1,000.
Nice.
And then you have Lincecum, Koufax, Verlander, your boy Lance Lynn.
Hell yeah, Lance.
How about
Oh,
this
his
one?
name's Lance. I've never even put that together.
I've never thought about that.
Oh, his name's Lance, bro.
Can we talk about Francisco Liriano at 25?
Holy shit.
Arthur Rhodes at 34. Your boy Dan Plesac at 31.
What?
These numbers are incredible. This is my favorite list I've ever pulled. Wow.
It is amazing.
Your boy Scott Kazmir sitting above Roger Clemens.
My man, I told you, Scott Kaz, the GOAT.
In between Schilling and Clemens. Holy shit.
Can you do a Control F for Barry Zito for me and just see?
Yeah. 236.
Oh my God. He was really bad with San Francisco. I just thought maybe
Yep.
I thought maybe his Oakland days would like offset that.
It's so funny to see names from all generations. He's right behind Tug McGraw,
Hell yeah, dude.
Jeremy Hellickson,
Okay.
and right before Dennis Eckersley.
Unreal. That's wild.
Oh my gosh. Like all these names. Like
Dude, this is insane. Also, I went over to I had to. I went over to Chris Archer's page. Holy shit, bro. His career FIP is a 4.26. His career ERA is a 4.66. His career WHIP is a 1.345. But he allows 8.4 hits per 9, 1.4 dingers per game. So no matter what, you're almost giving up 2 bombs.
Yeah.
Right off the rip.
Yeah.
He also walks 4 per game, but strikes out 10.
It's crazy. The problem is it doesn't last the whole game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he had 23 starts last year, had 120 innings pitched, so he averaged like 5 innings.
Yeah. By the way, Bob Gibson was 145 on this list.
Wow.
I would have had my top 20.
That's crazy, man.
This is just nuts.
All right. Well,
we got to end the show.
yeah, let's wrap it, bro. Let's wrap it. Anything else you want to talk about here with the stat leader predictions?
I mean, this whole list, but
anybody on our stat leader predictions you want to talk about?
no.
We didn't really talk about Tommy E with the stolen bases.
Oh, we didn't. Yeah, there's
But-
not a whole lot of speed in the division.
Right. But he also is sneaky speed, and I think he had, 30 last year?
Something like that.
I think he had an even 30 last year. So you've got him at 32. Dan's got him at 35. I got him pushing the 40 mark this year, man. I got him hitting it.
Yeah, he had 30 last year.
What's his on base? 324?
308 last year, 321 career.
God, I was close.
You were.
Yeah,
he's
if he,
trying to get on base.
yeah, he bumps that up a little bit more. He's going to get himself 10 more fucking steals. He'll be fine. Unreal. All right, brother. Let's close it out here. Let's call it a day. It was a long one. A very, very biased and emotional division here for you, sir. So I get it. That's why you talked so fucking much.
And we have to talk about Lil Stoner.
And we got to talk about a little Stoner. I got to talk about Neftali Feliz and cry a little bit during our intro. So
yeah.
that was a good time. Thank you guys for coming out. We appreciate it. If you want to join in on the live streams, that is every Monday evening, somewhere around 6 p.m., 6:15. Generally, we tweet and or post right before we go live or right after, so you will get a notification. You will know that we did it. Those social media platforms that we are on, or that we stream to, are Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. All of that is Upper Decker Pod. We've also got the Instagram. We got the TikTok. That's all at Upper Decker Pod as well. We have an email, upperdeckerpod2020@gmail.com, if you have any type of questions for us or whatever. But generally, you can just tweet at us, and we'll get right back to you. If they want to listen to the show, Tone, it's right above your head on the live stream. So if they were watching, they would know where they could listen. But why don't you just tell them, huh?
Yeah, you can find us on pretty much any streaming platform, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all those. While you're there, please leave us a review or a rating. It helps us out tremendously, gets our name out there a little bit. And we talked about money a little bit earlier. If you would like to donate, as we said earlier, you can go to anchor.fm/upperdeckerpod/support. Sign up to contribute $1 a month, $5 a month, or $10 a month, or hit us up on PayPal and do any donation you want. But that's all going to help us create a better show. Or buy merchandise too. Tell them about that.
Merchandise is good, dude. If you guys go over to
a win-win.
Yeah, I mean, you guys get something, we get something. It's great. UpperDeckerPod.com. You go over there, check the merch store. T-shirts, hats, hoodies, shorts. Probably like fanny packs. I don't know. There's shit in there. Fucking go over there, check it out, give us money, get you an item, and we love you. We love you forever for that. Right, Tone?
Yeah, forever.
Beautiful. All right, we are going to end this episode here. 96 is done. We'll come back at you next week. 97 with the AL East preview.
Ooh.
Big division.